16-year-old.
So he's going to have to rely on time. Right now, he is the top of the bubble and looking very good for a chance in the final.
Bryce Deadman gets the win over Vernon Norwood.
Quincy Wilson has just stunned the entire athletics world, and what's just been revealed about this teenage sensation's performance has track and field experts completely speechless. Quincy Wilson, the rising track and field star who gained popularity in 2024, recently found himself at the center of unexpected controversy when he attended an NFL game. Wilson, who earned a gold medal as part of Team USA's 4x400-meter relay team at the 2024 Paris Olympics, has quickly become one of the most promising young athletes in track and field. However, his appearance at a Baltimore Ravens game led to a surprising backlash from some NFL fans. Wilson's journey to fame began with his impressive high school performances, culminating in his selection for the U.S. Olympic team at just 16 years old. His contribution to the gold medal-winning 4x400-meter relay team in Paris catapulted him into the spotlight, making him a sought-after figure for sponsorships, interviews, and media appearances. The implications of Wilson's performance extended far beyond simple high school records. This wasn't just another teenage breakthrough. This represented a complete destruction of professional pride as Wilson faced down elite quarter-milers, including Will Sumner, USA, Jereem Richards, TTO, and Zakithi Nene, RSA, in what was supposed to be a learning experience for the teenager. Instead, Wilson delivered a masterclass that exposed just how far ahead of his age group he truly operates. What makes Wilson's stunning 45.66-second victory particularly significant is how effortlessly he dismantled seasoned competitors. After running 21.20 through 200 meters while sitting in third position behind South African Zakithi Nene's 21.07 split, Wilson demonstrated the tactical brilliance he's developed since his Olympic experience. His surge to the front in the final 200 meters wasn't just fast, it was devastating, leaving professional athletes trailing by significant margins in a race they expected to control. Wilson's strategic demolition of the professional field aligns perfectly with his incredible record-breaking trajectory. His 45.66 performance not only lowered his indoor personal best by 1/10 of a second, but shattered his own U.S. high school and World U18 indoor records, continuing an unprecedented streak of barrier breaking that has track experts questioning what times this teenager might ultimately achieve. The victory margin was absolutely crushing. Sumner, 46.27, Richards, 46.49, and Nene, 46.56, finished 2-3-4 over half a second behind a high school student. The specific timing of Wilson's professional domination comes at a crucial juncture in his remarkable career. Having returned to normal high school life after his Olympic triumph, Wilson maintains the perspective that separates him from typical teenage sensations. "I think I'm more focused in the classroom than I am on the track, and that can tell you a lot," Wilson revealed in a recent CNN interview, showing maturity that matches his extraordinary athletic ability. As track and field analysts and Olympic experts have noted, Wilson's performance demonstrates an unprecedented developmental trajectory. Having already visited the White House, thrown out first pitches at Baltimore Orioles games, and been honored at Ravens NFL games while wearing his Olympic gold medal, Wilson maintains focus on future goals rather than past achievements, displaying a championship mentality that explains his continued record-breaking performances. This exceptional maturity represents a shocking contrast to most teenage athletic sensations. The importance of this professional-level domination extends beyond individual achievement into track and field history. With Wilson scheduled to compete in the 600-meter event at the prestigious Millrose Games, his recent victory establishes him as perhaps the most feared quarter-miler in American track, regardless of age category. His comfortable defeat of established professionals suggests he's already operating at a level that threatens seasoned Olympic competitors. Wilson's influence through this shocking performance extends to completely reshaping sprint expectations. By effortlessly handling professional competition while maintaining his high school schedule, he establishes a new standard for athletic development that challenges traditional progression models. His ability to balance Olympic-level performance with normal teenage life earns respect from competitors while inspiring young athletes worldwide. Even more shocking than Wilson's dominant victory was the ease with which he handled the pressure of competing against professionals. His tactical awareness in sitting third through 200 meters before unleashing a devastating finishing kick demonstrated race strategy typically seen from Olympic veterans, not high school students making their seasonal debuts. This advanced racing intelligence suggests Wilson possesses instincts that can't be taught through traditional coaching methods. The contrast between Wilson's relaxed demeanor and his devastating speed couldn't be more dramatic. While professional athletes train year-round for meets like the new Balance Grand Prix, Wilson balances high school classes with record-breaking performances that expose the limitations of traditional athletic development models. His revelation that no gold medal, none of that is on my mind when practicing shows championship focus that explains his continued improvement despite achieving sport's highest honors. For those who truly understand sprint development, Wilson's professional domination represents far more than exceptional talent. It symbolizes a complete reimagining of what teenage athletes can accomplish when combining natural ability with championship experience. From Olympic gold medals to professional demolition, Quincy Wilson has demonstrated precisely why traditional age group competition no longer provides adequate challenge for his extraordinary abilities. The broader track and field community's reaction to this professional beatdown has split along predictable lines. Veteran coaches celebrate Wilson's continued development, while professional athletes privately question how a high school student can so easily defeat seasoned competitors. Social media exploded with race footage showing Wilson's effortless acceleration past professionals, creating viral content that showcases American sprinting's incredible future. Through this shocking professional domination, Wilson's story reveals the power of Olympic experience combined with exceptional natural talent. His journey from high school phenom to Olympic champion to professional destroyer proves that age categories become meaningless when talent reaches unprecedented levels. From relay gold medals to record-breaking professional victories, Quincy Wilson has demonstrated precisely why he represents the future of American sprinting. As the athletics world processes the implications of this professional beatdown, attention inevitably shifts to Wilson's upcoming Millrose Games appearance. Beyond the immediate shock of his professional domination lies the ultimate question. Can Wilson continue this unprecedented level of performance while maintaining his high school schedule, or will the pressure of constant record-breaking eventually catch up with this teenage sensation? The coming indoor season will reveal whether this professional demolition represents merely the beginning of Wilson's senior-level dominance. Do you think Quincy Wilson is already ready to compete professionally full-time, or should he continue developing through high school competition? Share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe to our channel for more updates.
Gout Gout has broken the magical 20-second barrier as he took the 200-metre title at the Australian Athletics Championships in Perth.
He didn't just outrun the clock, he outran a legend. At just 16 years old, Gout Gout shattered a record set by Usain Bolt himself. But how did a quiet teen from Queensland pull off one of the most jaw-dropping sprints in track history? And why is the world only beginning to understand what he's truly capable of? Gout Gout, a 16-year-old sprinter from Australia, stunned everyone by running the 200 meters in 20.04 seconds and the 100 meters in 10.17 seconds in 2024. Not only did he break national and continental records, he also eclipsed a milestone once set by none other than Usain Bolt. But who is this young phenom, and how did he rise so quickly to global stardom?
The kid run, he is absolutely gone, he is Gout of this world, 20.07!
Gout Gout was born on December 29, 2007, in Ipswich, Queensland. His family came to Australia as South Sudanese refugees, fleeing conflict in search of a better life. Interestingly, the name Gout wasn't intentional. His real name is Gout, but a clerical error during immigration registration resulted in the now famous double name. Gout initially showed more interest in soccer. It wasn't until he participated in school athletic carnivals that his extraordinary speed became obvious. Coaches quickly took notice. It wasn't long before Gout was swapping soccer cleats for sprint spikes and rewriting record books. By age 14, Gout had already made waves by clocking a 10.57-second 100-meter, an Australian under-16 record. His performances were raw but electric. The following year, he blazed through a 200 meter in 20.87 seconds, setting a national under-18 record. These weren't just good times for his age, they were elite-level performances by any standard. What made Gout stand out wasn't just speed, it was the way he ran. Smooth, relaxed, and seemingly effortless, his running form drew comparisons to seasoned Olympians. Observers began whispering his name in conversations usually reserved for sprinters twice his age. The Australian All-Schools Championships in December 2024 were supposed to be just another stepping stone for Gout. Instead, they became historic. He first ran the 100 meters in 10.04 seconds, smashing the national under-18 record. To the 200 meters that left jaws on the floor. Gout clocked 20.04 seconds, not only breaking the Australian under-18 and under-20 records, but also shattering Usain Bolt's world under-18 best of 20.13 seconds. It was a race that defied belief. He didn't just win, he annihilated expectations. Suddenly, this quiet teen from Ipswich had become a global headline. The international spotlight followed quickly. In 2024, Gout secured a silver medal at the World Junior Championships in Lima, Peru, with a 200-meter time of 20.60 seconds. By October, Adidas had signed him, recognizing the enormous potential and giving him access to elite resources. In January 2025, Gout took his training to Florida, working with legendary coach Lance Brauman and training alongside Olympic champion Noah Lyles. The results were instant. In April 2025, he ran a wind-assisted 100 meters in 9.99 seconds and a 200 meters in 19.84 seconds. Though not eligible for official records due to wind conditions, these times showed what was coming.
Out wide, Cassiano and John. Now Gout starts to stretch away, and stretch away he does, and he's done it. He's broken the
Young superstar rise. He's flying. He will be Gout of this universe. Unbelievable 2.2.
As often happens with rising stars, Gout wasn't immune to criticism. In 2025, he chose to compete in under 23 events in Europe instead of testing himself against senior pros. Some pundits saw this as dodging stiffer competition. But insiders like fellow sprinter Lachlan Kennedy came to his defense, explaining that the choice was more about logistics and experience building than fear. Kennedy argued that Gout's long-term development was being carefully managed. Another controversy swirled around his name. Despite his family's corrections, media and fans continued using the misspelled Gout instead of Goat. His father voiced frustration, emphasizing the cultural significance of his son's true name. While the name might be memorable to fans, for the Gout family, it's a symbol of identity and respect. A mix-up in translation meant that his name instead went down as Gout, as his father told 7 News in Australia. "It's supposed to be Gout. I know that Gout Gout is a disease name." Despite the media buzz, Gout remains grounded. He's often described by coaches and teammates as focused, humble, and quietly confident. He knows that one great year doesn't guarantee a legacy. It's the work that follows that matters. His approach to training reflects that maturity. Sessions are meticulously structured, focusing on mechanics, explosiveness, and recovery. His time in Florida showed he could hold his own against the world's best, but also where he needed to grow. With the 2032 Brisbane Olympics on the horizon, Gout is already being hailed as a potential gold medalist. He'll be just 24 when the games arrive, prime age for a sprinter. The question isn't whether he'll be there, but what kind of history he'll be chasing. Australia hasn't seen a sprinting talent like this in decades. The last time an Aussie dominated the sprints was Peter Norman in the 1960s. With Gout's current trajectory, he could not only carry that torch but blaze an entirely new trail. Gout's immediate goals include continued international experience, fine-tuning his performance under pressure, and staying injury-free. Long-term, he's focused on global championships and etching his name alongside the legends of the sport. But his story isn't just about athletic greatness. It's about identity, resilience, and rewriting the narrative. From a name mix-up to record-breaking headlines, Gout Gout is more than a sprinter. He's a symbol of what's possible when talent meets opportunity. In the world of sprinting, records are made to be broken, But legends are made by those who keep going. Gout Gout has already accomplished more than most athletes dream of by 16, but his journey is far from over. As he steps into the next phase of his career, one thing is certain. The world will be watching, not just to see if he breaks more records, but to witness how far a determined young man from Ipswich can go. Because if history has taught us anything, it's that Gout Gout isn't just fast, he's destined. And while most athletes chase medals, Gout seems to be chasing something bigger, a legacy that transcends the stopwatch. As he sharpens his skills, embraces his heritage, and stands tall on the world stage, he's doing more than making Australia proud. He's inspiring a new generation of runners who now believe that greatness doesn't need to wait. Every second he shaves off the clock, every stride he powers through the finish line is a message that barriers, both literal and symbolic, can be broken. With each race, Gout Gout proves that being underestimated is a powerful motivator, and that the world should never ignore a name just because they haven't heard it before. So remember the name, whether you say it Gout or Goat, because the next time he steps on the track, he might just leave history in the dust once again. If you're as blown away by Gout Gout's rise as we are, hit that like button, share this story with a friend, and subscribe for more unbelievable journeys just like this one. And let us know in the comments, do you think he's the next big thing in track and field?
Watch him go here, Gout Gout. He's already got the stagger, so he moves right on past Chase Grant, and now we really start to open him up. So let the legs loose and let the kid run. He is absolutely gone. He is Gout of this world.
What if we told you a 17-year-old from Australia just did something no one in his age group has ever done? Gout Gout isn't a household name yet, but one jaw-dropping run changed everything. In just 200 meters, he sent shockwaves through the entire athletics world. The question isn't if he'll go further, it's how far and how fast. Gout Gout was born in Australia, but comes from a proud South Sudanese background. From a young age, he stood out. Not just because of his name, but because of his speed. Coaches started noticing he wasn't like the other kids. He moved smoother, quicker, and with a kind of calm power that was rare. He started running track seriously in his early teens, but it didn't take long before people around him realized this kid was going to be something special. His early races showed promise. Even before he hit the national stage, Gout was already clocking better times than runners 2 or 3 years older. His natural talent didn't go unnoticed. Soon, he was winning state meets, gaining attention from national scouts, and getting coverage in local sports media. But nobody was ready for what came next. In 2024, Gout lined up for the 200-meter dash at the Australian All-Schools Championships in Brisbane. The crowd was quiet, the gun fired. Gout took off like a rocket. When he crossed the line, the clock read 20.04 seconds.
And now we really start to open him up. So let the legs loose and let the kid run. He is absolutely gone. He is Gout of this world.
That wasn't just fast. That smashed Peter Norman's 56-year-old Australian record of 20.06 seconds, a record that had stood since the 1968 Olympics. The 16-year-old had just broken Australia's oldest remaining athletics record and became the second fastest U18 sprinter in history behind only American Ariane Knighton. But the records didn't stop there. Earlier in 2024, Gout had already turned heads at the World Athletics U20 Championships in Peru, where he ran 20.60 seconds to win silver, a time that was 0.01 seconds faster than what Usain Bolt ran at age 15.
Walaza now, Gout Gout starting to roll, just too late. It is the double for Bayanda Walaza. Gout Gout gave a glimpse of why he is a name for the future.
Lots of teens are fast, but Gout is something else. He runs with insane control. His arms stay relaxed, his breathing smooth, and his legs turn over like machine parts. He doesn't panic, he doesn't flinch, he's smooth, focused, and freakishly efficient. Experts say he runs like someone much older, like he's been on the world stage for years. That level of calm under pressure, it's not normal, it's elite. When you watch him run, you can see something special, something that can't be taught. It's like he was born to fly. Gout trains with a strong team and works under top coaches in Australia, but it's not just about running fast in practice. He focuses on the details, his form, his start, his nutrition, even his sleep schedule. Everything is built around one goal, speed, and it's paying off. Coaches say he listens, learns fast, and brings a quiet fire to every workout. He doesn't brag, he just works. Some insiders say his training includes high-speed treadmill sessions, resistance band drills, and strength training to develop explosive power. He also works on flexibility and injury prevention, something many young athletes overlook. But here's the thing that really matters. While other kids his age are thinking about weekend plans, Gout is thinking about how to run faster. That's the difference between good and great. Gout Gout isn't just a sprinter, he's also becoming a role model. With his South Sudanese roots, he's inspiring kids who don't always see themselves in the spotlight. He's proof that with talent, work, and belief, anything is possible. At every meet, young fans ask for photos. He always stops, always smiles. He knows he's running for more than medals. He's running for a new generation.